Change. This is often a word that can bring about both excitement and fear. We all desire transformations and growth in various areas of our lives. So then, why is change so hard? It's whether you're engaging in a process that involves you changing your habits or changing your beliefs or embracing an unfamiliar circumstance, we are most likely going to encounter a lot of resistance and a lot of discomfort while we do that. And in this video, I'm going to do my best to help demystify, or at least start to demystify this, why it's so particularly hard to change, and give you some tools that you can apply right away to help you along that journey. So let's just jump right into it. Change challenges us on multiple different levels. So it can challenge your emotions, it can challenge your beliefs, and it challenges your day-to-day routines that you've become so familiar with. And when we go about change, what's going to happen is that we're most likely going to confront our fears. We're looking to expand our comfort zones. And what's going to happen is we're also going to be facing the unknown. And our bodies, which are rooted for survival, are craving familiarity and safety. That's the way it likes to operate. That's the way it likes to stay. So you come in and you say, hey, I want to change this. Your body's going to be like, what in the world are you doing? Let's not do that. Let's throw some resistance at you, like maybe sprinkle some insecurities here, sprinkle a you're not good enough there, and all kinds of things, all kinds of methods to keep you in that safe and familiar box that you've been normally operating from. One area that I'd like to bring your attention to is your actual thoughts, and I believe your thoughts have a huge influence on your journey when you're trying to make a change. So, based on the research that I've been doing, found that on average a human being has about 50,000 to 70,000 thoughts per day. It's a staggering amount. Now, I've also found other articles that say 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, whatever. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to stick with that number. And so what I did, this really captured my attention. So what I did is I split it down the middle, 60,000 thoughts, and I split it to give me a rough even number per minute. So that's about 40 thoughts per minute is what we have. That's crazy. That's crazy. So that's the first point here, 50 to 70 thoughts per day. And we have about, which equals about here, where's my pen here? Highlighter, which equals to about 40, I said 40, yeah. About 40 thoughts per minute. Now, if we were to look at this, let's flip this thing over. So cool. Over the course of 1 minute, let's say as I'm embarking on this task that I'm trying to change. So let's say, for example, I am trying to craft an email to send out to my existing audiences. It's just for lead generation and trying to get more leads for my business, for example. And when I'm going about this change, I'm having about, let's say, 80% and 20%. 80% of my thoughts are actually working against me. They are working. So let's say if you were here and this is the goal that you're trying to get to, yes, you are a dot. No, you know what? Let's give you a good old smiley face here. Well, no, we're facing change here. So no, we got to change that up. Let's, more disturbed. There you go. You don't like that. So if 80% of my thoughts are moving me away from my goal, and only about 20% of my thoughts per minute are moving me towards my goal, what would you say it would be like for that sitting in that person's shoes? How easy or how hard would it be to actually come up with that email? I mean, so let's say it's taken me 1 hour's worth of time, and during that hour, at 80% of my thoughts, if it's same ratio, keeping it here and extrapolating it over the course of an hour, I've been trying to draft up email. Do you think I'm going to be as efficient and as effective as I can possibly be? I have thoughts that are rolling through my head, like, are these the right words to craft for my email? Are people going to find a lot of value out of this? Oh, what's my mortgage like? What did that person say? What did Susie do to me in grade 6 again? Man, what happened in traffic? Oh no, this is a good way to write emails. Oh, this is an awesome template. Like, you can see how your thoughts are just almost spread out all over the place. And what's really happening is this is your body just trying to distract you and keep you back into that familiar, get you back in that familiar space. And oftentimes what we do in order to actually curate that and to push forward, we then decide to use our willpower, motivation, and we try to force through the process. And you can see, yes, you can achieve your goal. However, it's going to be a lot harder and a lot more challenging going about that way than what I like to do here is, I love this board, by the way. It is to take a deep breath and observe. So what I normally do is as my mind actually, well, yeah, if you have about 40 thoughts per minute and they're just racing, and as you're increasing the stress of your task, it's increasing the mental activity that's going on. So yeah, you can really say that it really gives meaning to the saying, you have racing thoughts. My mind is racing. And so when I'm facing a particular task like this and I'm going, I just take that one deep breath. And when I do that, I try and center myself back to my heart, back into my grounded state. Because as all my energy and as I am up in my head, I realize that it's going all over the place. But once I ground it down into this, and sometimes it's just one breath, sometimes it's taking multiple breaths. But what this does is it allows me to disconnect from those thoughts and from wherever I was going in that pattern that I was going into. It allows me to disconnect, bring myself back in the center, and then I start to observe my thoughts. I don't get absorbed into my thoughts. I start to then just bring awareness and I observe the thoughts. So here's the thought of, I'm not good enough, this email is not going to roll, and I'm just letting it go. It's like a fish in a pond. I am the water and I'm observing the fish that are just going through my mind. I am not the fish, I am the water. And so I start to observe them and I could see it. So they don't have as much of an impact and as much of an effect. And when I have these, I start to ask myself, are these thoughts serving me or are they not? If they're not serving me, I then say, how can I change this thought into something more empowering? How can I change this thought into something more this? Or I need to spend more time in this grounded state to do that. For example, I mean, this can sometimes be a lot easier than said, depending on which task you're doing. It could be something like writing an email, but it could be something as much for me right now, it's making these videos. And to be fully transparent with you, I have spent the last couple of hours trying to make this video. And I've had a lot of fears come up, a lot of butterflies in my stomach, a lot of insecurities, a lot of judgments, a lot of everything. And it wasn't really, I was like, well, I want to practice what I preach, and I've had to multiple times, I had to reground myself and recenter myself because there is so much that is coming up for me right now. I mean, my channel before was me talking, like a couple of years ago was when I was putting on I think it was like 27 pounds in 30 days and then losing it all. And then the transformations that I've had and the experiences that I've had in my life since that time have been truly profound and amazing. And I know that if I can at least just help one person, then all of these fears and these insecurities and this comfort zone that I am pushing and expanding is going to be completely worth it. And it's going to be such a transformation and beautiful experience within myself personally. And I'm hoping that I can share this with everybody and inspire someone to take the action that maybe they were afraid to take. I mean, heck, I don't even know if I got these lights. I just got these key lights here, but I got shadows going all over the place. I don't think I nailed down the lighting. I don't know if even this information, how it's going to be received as I embark on this journey of making personal development videos. But I'm hoping that my experience, I can show you that I'm also human. I'm going through this as well, and it can be really difficult. But if you continue to recenter yourself and operate from the place of where you are the most grounded, and if you can come from that place, that you can actually make the changes that you're looking to do, and you can become who you want to be. So with that, conclude this video. Oh, let's do a quick summary. So yeah, let's not conclude this video. Wait, hold up. 50 to 70,000 thoughts. We did the math from 60,000 thoughts. It's roughly about 40 thoughts per minute. I didn't do that in my head. That was done ahead of time, I tell you that. You got a lot of your thoughts that are moving you towards your goals, and you got thoughts that are going to be moving you away from your goals. Sometimes these are just distractions. They're going to try to distract you from that to keep you in that familiar, comfortable box. And like I said, a technique that works really well for me is to, in the moment that I can take, is just that deep breath and the groundingness. And from being grounded like that, it allows me to observe it and choose thoughts that serve me to allow to take the actions that I need to take. And sometimes, especially depending on what you are encountering and what you are trying to change, you might need to do that more frequently to just really get the action that you're doing. So with that one, I conclude the video. No, wait. You got to like and subscribe and all that stuff. I got to start saying that now. But yeah, bye.